Doris, if you have any issues when we resume having ministers coming to answer questions, you are at liberty to file a question to interrogate the minister. Okay. Next, Chairman, Transport and Infrastructure. Yes. You have the response. Go ahead.
On which one?
That is to Honorable Miss Shimbogo. Is she in the house? Honorable Miss Shimbogo, I received a letter from you seeking to be away yesterday. And go ahead.
Thank you, Speaker. First, with regard to the question by Honorable Mule, we will be meeting the agency, the transport agency, the Ministry of Roads on this Thursday, and we'll be able to make a response next week on that question. With regard to Ms. Shimboko's question, Honorable Speaker, on Thursday, 18th April 2024, the member for Likoni constituency, Honorable Ms. Shimboko, MP, requested for a statement from the chairperson of Departmental Committee on Road, on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the commencement of Mombasa Gate Bridge construction project. Honorable Speaker, regarding the aforementioned statement, Honorable Ms. Shimboko specifically requested for details regarding the following issues. Details on the loan agreement between the Japanese and the Kenyan government for the Mombasa Bridge construction project, and particularly the total funding provided and repayment terms. When the construction will commence, noting when will the construction commence, noting that there were timelines for the commencement by the year 2021 and the completion to be within 36 months. Third issue was a clarification on whether the Mombasa Gate Bridge project loan agreement was among the recently restructured midterm loans, and if so, provisions of details on the restructuring. Honorable Speaker, the committee has since received response from the Ministry of Roads and Transport, which I now wish to make. With regard on the loan agreement terms, the ministry submitted that the total cost of the constructing the bridge was approximately Japanese yen 180 billion, out of which Japanese yen 120 billion was to be paid by JICA through the loan, whereas was to be paid for by the GOK for counterpart funding. Further, the ministry submitted that the completion of the detailed design phase, the project cost was appraised to a total estimated cost of Japanese yen 284.4 billion, which comprises of 194.5 to Japanese yen of eligible cost and Japanese yen 89.8 43 for counterpart funding. The implementing agency, CADING 1, a formal commitment from JICA on the release of the subsequent tranches of loans are signed on 5th December 2019, and an appraisal of the loan from Japanese yen 120 to Japanese yen 194.53 billion to adequately cover for the eligible component of the project. 2, additional budget in the subsequent years to cover the counterpart funding amounting to Japanese yen 83.84 billion, with an immediate release of land acquisition funds amounting to Kenya shillings 19.4 billion. Provision of right-of-way, land acquisition, and the location of utilities as a condition of contract that should be fulfilled prior to the commencement of the works. On 19th January 2024. The GOK is therefore responsible for covering a counterpart funding portfolio totaling Japanese yen 83.83843 billion, which includes payment for the following: 1, land acquisition and compensation; 2, administration expenses; 3, taxes and duties. Honorable Speaker, with regard to the expected projected commencement date, the ministry submitted that the earliest possible commencement date for the construction of these works is projected to be October 2025. It is projected that the construction of the cable stayed bridge will take 84 months, which is approximately 7 years. Further, the ministry submitted that a consultant has since commenced preparatory works which are necessary prior to the commencement of the construction works. These preparatory works include geotechnical investigation of the seabed for construction of cable stayed bridge at Apaya 3, procurement of accredited checker, and establishment of the operations and maintenance entity and toll system are scheduled to be completed in January 2025. And thereafter, tendering for the construction work will commence. Due to the complexity of the project, the ministry observed that it is projected that the tendering period will be approximately 10 months, which includes bidding, evaluation, the seeking of no objection from the co-financiers, contract award, and issuance of commencement for works. Honorable Speaker, the issue into the clarification of whether the project was among the recently restructured midterm loans, the ministry submitted it was not among those restructured project loans. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Komingo, have you finished? Mama Mishi?
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I want to appreciate the response which have been given by the chairperson of the relevant committee. But Honorable Speaker, can I maybe put a complementary question to get some suggestion, to get some clarity?
You can seek clarification on the statement given.
Yeah, because from the second response, you indicated that the possible commencement date for the construction is October 2020. How do you expect the discrepancy that the loan was dispersed in 2020